Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Apparel Training's Tips and Strategies for PT. My name is Rex Sadywater, and I'll be walking you through some of the important ones today. That one being, of course, right from dictation. As a little general review, remember there's 20 key skills that you need to master in the PT exam. However, one of the most important point-wise being right from dictation. Right from dictation, as you can see, and as it sounds like, makes you have to listen and write, or listen, write, and type the words as you do. Each word that you write or type and spell correctly is counted as 1 point. Negative points can be achieved if you write more words than there are in the sentence. Other than that though, wrong words are not counted minus. It's just positive words are counted within the sentence, as long as they're not reversed order. For example, if they say usually work, and you put work usually, that is counted as 0 and 0 because they're in the wrong position. Today though, the main thing I want to focus on is the one that says, under the idea of focus on the meaning of the sentence. Focus on the meaning of the sentence is primarily referring to the use of grammar. Because you're writing from dictation, of course you're writing a grammatically correct English sentence. So the main details I'd like to get into today then are, what are the kind of sentences you can expect to see in right from dictation? Remember, there are a wide variety of sentences in English, so it's impossible within this short session to cover all of them. However, covering the basic sentence structure, I think, can allow you in a sentence of, say, 10 words, if you didn't hear 3 or 4, by using basic grammar to fill in the blanks and to possibly get 3 or 4 extra points just by using the basic principles of grammar. So let's explore this idea of meaning of a sentence. As you know, most sentences, and again we're looking at basic sentence structure of a sentence, starts with a noun. Before the noun, some words can precede it. What would those words be? Well, in general, we can have a one word and or grammatical correct word as well as an adjective as well, but let's start with an article. If an article precedes a word like dog, we can say the dog, a dog. So if we just heard dog and we're confident that it's singular, we can pretty well be confident that the word before was probably a or the, thus giving us 1 extra point just for putting in the word a or the. Now, as you know as well, an adjective can also precede a noun. So we might have the big dog, the small dog, the fluffy dog, but you see what I mean. So as we're listening, we might miss words, but first we can go back if we heard just the base noun and construct and consider, was there an article, was there an adjective? Again, possibly getting 2 extra points. Now, after the noun in most sentences, we know that the next structure that would follow would be a verb. Now, question for you to answer for trivia for today is, in English, how many verb tenses are there? If you thought in your mind and you said 12, you're exactly right. There are 12 verb tenses in English. 4 past tense, 4 present tense, 4 future tense. However, the PT doesn't require you to know all of those verb tenses. The verb tenses you should be familiar with though are simple past, past continuous, sometimes, very rarely, past perfect. Present, present continuous, present perfect. Simple future, future continuous, and sometimes a little bit of future perfect, but very rarely. So those verb tenses then will allow us to know when we listen as far as what verb tense. In addition to that, we might have some passive verbs, like rice is grown in India, is grown is the passive, and sometimes we have what's called untrue in the past, like I should have gone to the party, which means I didn't go, but I feel and regret that action now. So we have some of those as well. But in general, it sticks to the basic ones that I talked about, which would be 7 or 8 out of the 12. So having a grasp on those can greatly influence your ability to get more points as well. So now we have an article, maybe an adjective, a noun, plus one of the verb types. Of course, what can follow after that could be an adverb, like the tall boy slowly talked, or talked slowly. As you know, adverbs can come before and or after the verb. After that, then, what can follow is usually what we call another noun or an object, and in this case, a direct object. Maybe the tall boy sat on the bus. Okay? The bus then is the direct object. Sat on is the verb. In this case as well then, what can follow after the object, and this is what PT has a lot of, are what we call prepositional phrases. A prepositional phrase is comprised of a preposition, being in, on, at, by, next to. There's a plethora of those. Plus an article, such as the and a, and or a pronoun, such as on his bus, on her or in her car. So sometimes we can have a possessive pronoun replace the article as well. But again, we call these prepositional phrases. PTE, right from dictation, has a lot of prepositional phrases, sometimes up to 2. So if each prepositional phrase contains 3 words, we can imagine that just listening for the 2 prepositional phrases is going to give you an additional 6 points. So if we say the tall boy got on the bus and sat in the back on the bus. In the back on the bus could be worth a possible 6 point. In the back on the bus. So just knowing the basic grammar rules can help. So if we heard bus back and just wrote those words, again, we could go back using our train of thought of grammar, know we need an article, know we need either some kind of pronoun, possessive pronoun, to modify the main noun. So by hearing just the nouns, which are just 2 points in a prepositional phrase, if we can then work our way backward, in each prepositional phrase, we can get up to 4 points more. So actually, this concept of focusing on meaning of the sentence is referring to the necessity to have these basic grammar concepts of what constructs a basic sentence. Again, you can find all these in grammar books, in English classes, and of course within the PT class as well. So I can't emphasize enough the importance of having a good grasp of grammar, because of course this is going to help you when you do repeat sentences, because in repeat sentences, they're saying the same thing. The only difference is instead of writing, you have to listen and repeat. And if you have this kind of formula in your head of what constructs a sentence, as you're listening, you would expect to hear exactly what you wrote. And of course, then when you do write an essay, you have the same principle in your head. So having this basic concept of grammar can be used in a multi-dimensional way in many different tasks that will help you achieve your goal in PTE. I hope this session has been helpful. Remember, we're here at Apparel Training in Perth in Western Australia. Our phone number is 6558-0340, and we run classes in the morning from 9 until 1. We have private afternoon sessions from 2 until 3, Monday through Friday, and also night classes, which I teach, from 5 until 9. So we offer a wide variety. Students are also able to study flexi, being morning and night. So we're here to help you. Again, I hope this session was helpful. Please feel free to leave questions online, which I'll try to answer, and or alternatively call, and even better, come and visit us. We're at 10 Victoria Avenue in the CBD. We'd be more than happy on the first floor to answer any queries you might happen to have. Again, thank you for your time and patience today, and good luck in your PTE exam. This is Rex signing out. Thank you.